G'day guys, thought I'd make another video. It's been a very long time since I've made one, and I apologise for that. Just been flat out with work and just everything like that. All the Google Plus Hangouts, so instead of actually recording stuff while I'm building, I'm just building while I'm chatting with the boys. And I mean, it's actually quite an awesome time. Time just goes so fast when you're on the G Plus Hangouts. Yeah, you really get to see the guys for who they are when they're outside of when they're not making YouTube videos. They're just themselves, and it's just a whole different ball game. Like, it's just I mean, the guys are funny as. We have some great laughs on the video Hangouts. Paul from ISM, Lee's been on there, Cohen, Michael Cohen, he's a really nice guy. Who else is there? James, even Gilbert, Chris, Hendricks, Stefan, and of course Sebastian, Dutch Modelling. Yeah, just want to while I got the time here, just want to say thanks for actually having me on there, and well, yeah, I just have an absolute blast. You know, like 4-5 hours. You know, just sitting at the desk chatting with some boys that are into the same thing as you are, and before you know it, you know, everyone's falling asleep. Or obviously over there, it's, or for you guys in the UK, it's, you know, night time, evening. But for me, it's first thing in the morning. So sometimes it's actually quite a struggle to get up in the morning. I'll get a message from either Paul or Seb, and yeah, get up, you lazy Aussie bastard. That's what Seb sends me. Yeah, it's funny as. And yeah, so it's basically 4:30, 4:45 in the morning AM, and I'm basically just waking up, cup of coffee, and then I'm into it. But that's that. Just want to do a review. Recently I got these, or recently, but I paid for these ages ago. Obviously from the UK and Australian customs and that. It's taken me nearly a month to get these here in Oz. Got some. It's a mini F clamp set, and it's a clamper, modulate, miscellaneous. So it's, you know, obviously on the picture here, it shows you can fix a coffee cup handle or teacup handle. I think here, I think it's more for the Gundam builders. Just holding, you know, the robot there in place, or the battle suit. So it's just there. But I actually don't know who makes these. Like, it's there's no real brand. But what I'll do is, in the description below, I think I'll put a website that you can get these from. eBay, I haven't really found them in eBay. Like, I've searched and searched and searched. So the only place where I could actually find was this one website, and he's in the UK. And I'll whack it on down there. I think if I've got it somewhere. What do I do with it? Yeah, it's somewhere. I've seemed to lost it. Alright, so yeah, it's just these clamps. It's I needed some. Basically, I needed something a bit bigger. Like, I've got the I've got a few kits, a few types of clamps in my collection. But I'll actually show you. Like, it's not really, it's not a comparison video, but this is just a just to show you what I've got and why I needed something bigger. So obviously I've got the pegs, heaps of these. You know, some people say they're a bit bit primitive, but they do work for certain things, like not for everything, but as the old saying goes, everything has a purpose in this hobby. So whether you got like 20 different brands of washers, you know, each washer is going to be different, used for a certain thing. Just these old cheap clamps I got from the dollar store. I mean, they haven't got a lot of tension on them, but not a lot of spring, but there's enough to hold it, so if you want gentle. I've got these F clamps here as well. I've actually talking to Cohen about the G Plus hangouts as well, and he actually told me to put a bit of rubber in there to protect your piece, whatever you're clamping to, so I haven't done that yet, so that was a good tip from him. Cheers, Mike. And got these bigger ones. I mean, they've got like heaps and heaps of torque on these clamps, so everything's different. But getting back to these, what you get in the set is you get the clamps themselves, and now I guess they're just like double, like just clamps like that, and they've got like a nice rubber pad foot in there, so like it's whatever you're clamping, you're not going to scratch. And they actually give you 2 of these, and I'm actually dropped one somewhere and I can't find it, so I might have to go to my rubber store and buy some adhesive rubber and cut them out, and I've got heaps more, so that's what I might even do to these. But yeah, and you get these 2 little bases, 2 little bases here, and I'll leave this, I don't know if you can see it, but that's basically showing what it can do with the base, without the base. So just to give you a quick demo, anything going, give me something. Okay, this will do. This is just a Black Hawk 1-35. I'm still building over because I've been waiting for these clamps to come, so that's why all of you boys that have seen me start it like ages ago, it's why it's still in this state is because I've been waiting for these. So very easily you just squeeze them together like so, like you squeeze them like that. You can just clamp it, so, and just make sure when you're spraying, you don't get paint on the clamps, or just protect them a bit, because it will ruin the rubber and everything. And so you just basically clamp it down, and you just squeeze in the back. Okay, so that holds, and it's, so whatever you're doing, oops. So, but realistically, what they're for, you just take these plastic, or they're like plastic, plastic caps off the end here. You can actually set them in. There's 2 holes on the bottom here. And you can set them down and actually give you holes here. So if you want to screw it to a bit of timber that's slightly bigger, say big or whatever you want. If you want to make a full, if you're a shipbuilder or whatever, you make a full jig out of it. You can actually screw them on a big piece of timber, but that's the option they give you. So if you want to just work on the helicopter or your subject like that, you can quite easily. Also, you've got another option. So you got actually an L, I guess you call it an L beam, which is the clamp itself, and there's slots on the bottom here. You just simply slot them in. Like you can't go wrong. Like it's, if you failed shapes in junior school, then you're not going to get it. Yeah, so like even this is just a Revell Panther 1-35 that I'm building. I mean, something this big, I mean, it's, you can imagine, like most of you guys know, once you start putting a tank together, it starts getting quite heavy, but I can clamp it just on one point like that. You can see how it's just, and it's actually quite sturdy. I can touch it like that. Obviously it's going to move if I whack on it, and you'll break it as well, but I mean, just simply clamp them on there, and it just brings up the height. Yeah, I mean, I love these things so far. So like some people have asked me out there what they're like. I mean, there you go, Paul. I mean, that's the type of stuff you can do with it. And by memory, I think these were, I can't remember how much they were because I don't have the invoice anymore. have it. So I think these are about 8 or 9 pound. I'm not too sure. I can't remember. They might have been 12, but pretty sure they're like 8 pound, 9 pound, something like that. For the pair, so that's for one packet like that, and I bought 2 sets. So I mean that's basically the review. It's pretty. Cut. Yeah, so that's the review of the mini F-clamp set by I don't know. I'm sorry about that. I mean, look, you can see for yourself. There's no like big brand on there. So I guess yeah, they're just mini F-clamp set. And, I mean that's what they can do. And obviously, you know, you can set them up the same way, and you know, put something longer there, and like what I was trying to say before. But let me know what you think. If you do get some, yeah, I'd really like to hear your feedback, and whether you like them or not. Feedback's always good because it helps everybody out there in the community. So this is Clem signing out from Outback Mini Models, and I'll see you in the next one, guys.